Bob Zagami here at Longview RV in Connecticut with Todd Emerson. And Todd, just going down the highway, thought I'd stop in and say hello. You got the NERVDA love poster there. We want everybody to share their love, and you want everybody to vote for Longview RV. Huh?
Vote for us.
Vote for Longview RV. And
Number
that's
one
our
service center in
That's right.
New England.
That's right. Make sure they get that all right. And the dealer that gets the most votes gets a pizza lunch for their employees, and the person that we draw from the dealer who gets the most votes gets $100 to spend in your beautiful parts and accessory store across the street. So they'll
Jesus, Bob, I'm almost ready to double it.
That's a good way to get. Nobody's done that, Todd. Nobody's done that. You could possibly
Double
do
up.
It. Yep.
Double up. Vote for us.
All right, and we brought you a little gift so you could have some candy for your people and convince them to say, "Hey, this came from NERVDA."
Loved it. Sweet deals here at Longview.
Sweet deals. Anything, Todd. Anything it takes. You know that you're a master at that.
I try to say no free meals, just great deals, but Bobby brought candy.
What's coming up this weekend, buddy?
We got a giant RV show up at the Eastern States, up in West Springfield, Massachusetts. There's going to be a lot of dealers there, a lot of inventory. We're bringing up some of our debut models, so we're going to bring up the No Boundaries. We're going to have Wildwood Grand Lodge up there. It's going to be a super destination trailer. So we're going to have the Heimer 2.0 with a front-facing couch. It's going to be a brand new model for us here at Longview. We're excited about it. So we have quite a few. Arctic Wolf, fifth wheels.
Yeah, you've added quite a few product lines this year, and some really big selling ones. I see Tom Zabrowski just joined us, so say hello to all your FMCA friends.
How you doing, Tom? FMCA, we'll see you this summer.
That's right. Tom's a great guy. Does a great job up there.
He does.
Yeah, you got the Wilderness Lodge is a phenomenal unit for destination camping. That's really hot right now.
It's really hot. It's affordable. It's really for park models, well, destination trailers. It has to be one of the nicest for the dollars. We're going to have show prices on it that are going to just knock people's socks off.
Mm-hmm. And the No Boundaries, I mean, that has just taken off like a rocket since they introduced it at Louisville. It just hits so many parts of the marketplace. It
is. It's very light, very towable for pretty much every vehicle out there. It has a dry weight of 2,900 pounds in the 16.5. Equipped for your bikes, your kayaks. We're going to have some nice displayed models up there with kayaks, with your sporting pieces on it. So good for everybody to take out.
Tell me a little bit more about the Heimers now. I know you brought those in last year, and Class Bs are, well, talk about off the charts. They left the charts a long time ago. They were up again 27%. 2017 over 2016, 2016 over 2015 was another 25%. They're growing 25% a year. And you're into that spot now. And what are you seeing in the makeup of the buyers and the Heimer product in particular?
People that are looking for something that's easy to maneuver, easy to manage, economically organically correct. It's going to have the Volt Start in it, lithium batteries, so there's no generator on board. Everything's run pretty much self-contained. Your generator is your engine, so anytime that your amperage drops down, the engine's going to fire up with an auto start, shut right off. So you're self-contained no matter where you go. It's set up for. We talked about it on the live broadcast that you guys do with the solar. It's all set up solar ready, so you're pretty well self-contained and standalone anywhere you go.
And is there a mix of people, or are you seeing a lot more younger people with it, or are the older ones coming back to something smaller? What are you seeing in terms of the ones you're selling?
It's an incredible mix. I mean, you have anybody from the older generation that's downsizing out of the diesels. Our industry grew. Everybody wanted bigger. Now it's starting to creep back down, smaller. We just had a gentleman in today that turned in his Class A motorhome. It just ended up being too much for him to manage, and bought a Class C this morning from us. So they downsized into that. But with the Heimer, you're finding a lot of the new generation, the young generation, millennials, I guess if you want to call them that, because it's a cool concept. It's nothing that's overly big. It's not scary to drive. It's the size of a van. Heck, I wish that we had these Heimers out when I was traveling around with my son for soccer, doing all the tournaments and everything. This would have been the ideal unit for that, getting in and out to all the soccer stadiums to do the travel. So it's versatile. You can use it for just about everything.
Well, it is interesting because when you see a segment of the market growing 25, 27% a year, it's really reflective of the housing market too, because these young people, they don't want the big homes. They don't want the big houses that their mothers and fathers had. They're not as materialistic. Sure. They want the outdoor experience and then having a small vehicle to do it. I'm not surprised at the growth. I mean, it's tremendous that everybody wants to get into it now.
Yeah. I think that, you can, when you do want to take off and go away for a travel, you have the RV. The Heimers that we have sold, some of these folks are even just using it for a daily commute because of the size of it. I mean, it's a versatile unit. It's not just an RV. It could be an everyday vehicle with the ability to have, a restroom if you need it. We have some folks that, handicap. It's handicap accessible. You got the sliding door. It's very low to the ground. You have the Thule folding steps that come very low to the ground. You have your generation right on board.
Yeah, it's interesting because when I do my seminars at the show this spring, 50% of our audience is attending the first RV show, but 90% of our audience at the seminar doesn't even own an RV yet. Wow. And they're just ecstatic when they hear about the Class Bs and what they can do. And I always say to them exactly what you said. If you have 2 cars in the family